all the praises, the glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Chaya Napash coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be entitled, The Elites Are Rousing Up Esau Against Jake. And the Spirit got on me based upon this video right here. It says the inside Ireland's dangerous migrant crisis. Right? I'm going to play this video so you can see. You know, it's the same situation as, you know, in Babylon, right? Where they got these migrants coming over here, and the UK as well. They have these migrants coming over here, and they're basically promoting them as the biggest problem, you know, for these Edomites that were there before them, right? Let's go ahead and play this video real quick so you can see what I'm saying. And this is all clearly, you know, it's an agenda, right? Let's continue.
Being told they are not refugees, criminals in the jail now from Sierra Leone who are wanted for mass murder, cannibalism, and So let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about the crime.
Yeah, so they got cannibals coming over, right? Known cannibals. You know, so these people, they make up all kind of shit in their head, you know, because that's what's pushed. You know, you go on X, you go on these different platforms, you know, and you see videos and sensationalism about, you know, these particular immigrants, you know, and certain things that actually they get caught doing. But like I said, when you put the things together, you could clearly see that it's something that's not right here. This seems orchestrated, all right?
This is just a flood. This is like an invasion. We can't keep up with it.
The whole city centre is a no-go area. The government will tell you different, but us ordinary people will tell you, yeah, it is a no-go area.
Disorder in Dublin is out of control as new data shows that violent crime has nearly doubled in the Irish capital in a decade.
When you think of Ireland, what do you think about? Do you think about the scenic sea cliffs, perhaps the Irish pubs, or the St. Patrick's Day parade? However, now something has been brewing in Ireland, and that is the dangers of mass immigration at unprecedented rates. In 2023, you may have seen the riots that broke out after a naturalized Irish citizen from Algeria stabbed 3 children at a primary school, and chaos broke out in Ireland. But after the riots...
So what's that about? You got an Algerian, which that's an Ishmaelite, you know, that's not our people, but you got an Algerian guy, right, an Ishmaelite, stabbing up children in a primary school. Why? You have the same thing happened in England. Remember, there was another Ishmaelite, so-called Arab, that stabbed up some children or some girl or some madness like that, which makes absolutely no sense. Clearly, he had to be someone that was deranged, or what it seems to be is this thing is all orchestrated to infuriate the people, you know? Right? And when I say Edomites, all of these are not Edomites. You have a lot of Irish that are actually our people, that are actually Israelites. But, you know, for the sake of argument, they're using this whole white versus other, you know, and the others is mainly going to be Jake. Although they use Ishmael to do particular things, the main fight is going to be against Jake and Esau. All right? But you can see, you know, matter of fact, let me get a few scriptures right now. I'll play a little bit more. I'm going to get a few scriptures.
Never heard more from Ireland about this crisis until their most famous and powerful citizen, Conor McGregor, appeared at the White House with a clear message for the world.
And by the way, he's an Israelite. He's one of our people. Although he looks like a white boy, he's an Israelite. Okay, Conor McGregor. See? But see, Esau controls them through the media, just like he controls you so-called blacks through the media. Okay, and you get roused up at what Esau tells you to get roused up at. There's really no difference between this and that. They're getting roused up based upon what Esau is telling them to get roused up at, the elites. Okay?
Our government has long since abandoned the voices of the people of Ireland. And it's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop.
If you thought the U.S. migrant crisis was bad, wait until you learn about Ireland's. For instance, if Ireland keeps its immigration rates at where they are currently, in just 15 years, the Irish will become the minority in their own country. And currently, Ireland is paying migrants up to 5,000 euros to come into Ireland.
Would you believe if I told you there's a country that's willing to give you 5,000 euros to relocate for free? Yeah, Ireland is giving you 5,000 euro to relocate to Ireland on a working visa for free.
In this video, I'll be speaking with the locals.
Which that's how, and that's how they're also replacing the citizens with that H-1B1 visa, just like Trump is doing, with that's going to replace the citizens because they can get cheap labor from those people that are coming overseas, and they know that this is going to rouse up the people. They know that this is going to get the what they call natural citizens, right? That's going to get them angry. Okay, it's going to get them roused up. Okay, matter of fact, let's go to the blue letter. Let's go to Revelations 6th chapter and the 3rd verse, and it says, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, right? And that represents the power structure of the Edomites. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And this is what's coming. Okay? They're going to be killing one another, man. They're going to be killing one another. All right? All right? And Esau is going to be the one that's going to be in charge of it all, man. He's going to be in charge of them killing one another, man. All right? That's what it's going to be. He's going to be in charge of them killing one another. He's setting it up. He's rousing up the people. This is not by coincidence. And that's going to lead to, what's that, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. That's going to be part of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. It's not necessarily going to lead to it, but it's going to be part of it. Let's go 2nd Ezra, 2nd Ezra 16, but 2nd Ezra 15. All right. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Yeah, so after a while, they're not going to even regard the government, because they're going to see that the government is destroying them. All right. So this is all prophecy. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yeah, they're going to be afraid. Okay. And there's going to be so much killing going on, so much destruction going on, that they're going to be afraid. And part of that is going to be that tension between, the nations. Right. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay. And it also said nation shall rise up against nation, right? Hold on, let me see where I read that. Hold on, where's that? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. I'm bugging out right now. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back to Google. I don't know why I'm not seeing that. I wish that happened sometimes. You're looking for something, you know, you feel like you know where it is. Nation against nation. Against nation. Right? This is yeah, I know there's one in Matthew 24, but I could have swore there was one in pretty sure there's one in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter as well. This is Matthew 24:7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." All right. So ultimately, you know, there's going to be tensions between the nations, right? The Lord said that he shall rise up thy sons, O Greece, against thy sons, O Israel. Yeah. Lately, every time I've been looking up, it's been 144. Okay. It says, O Greece. Yeah. So it says, when I have bent Judah for me and filled the bow with Ephraim and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man, which ultimately, you know, we're going to take Esau down, you know, and we're going to, you know, put that, the punishment is going to be put on Esau through us getting that spiritual power after being beamed up. But, you know, these regular Jakes, man, they're going to turn up on Esau too. Okay. It says, let's go to Isaiah 19. Let's go to Isaiah, the 19th chapter. This is Isaiah 19, right? Because scripture says Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. You know? You'll see what that means in the times to come. You'll see how much of a terror Judah is going to be. Right? It says, this is verse 16. It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he hath determined against it. All right. So the Lord is going to rouse up these Jakes, because Esau is going to be the first one to get the first blow. Esau is going to go, you know, he loves violence, right? You know, and he's going to be, he's going to push forward against Jake. And even those Edomites, even those Jakes that look like Edomites, some of them are going to be, you know, they're going to follow those other Edomites to fight against Jake, and they're going to be caught up in that. You see, but when Jake turns up, when the Lord puts that spirit on Jake, man, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. All right. But we could clearly see that, you know, that Esau is rousing up, the elites are rousing up these people, you know, against the migrants and so on and so forth, which the face of that is you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. That's a quick video I want to pull out, and I'll say shalom.